Hi everyone, it's Jeannie again, and I thought I would show you my work planner setup for 2017. And I am using a at a glance 8.5 by 11 spiral bound monthly and weekly planner, and I have just found that this works out the best for me, and the way this format is my favorite. The bad part about it is it's hard to find it plain. I have to pick from some patterns that I don't always love. I really didn't like the one I had last year, but I get bored with it. But it's the only format that I've been able to find it in the way I like it set up. So I went ahead and got another one of those for this year. So this is the 2017 At a Glance 8.5 by 11 planner. And this one, the color, I do like the color of this one. It has a little kind of silver medallion. I don't know if you can see that here on my crazy bedspread here, my quilt. But anyway, so this is what I'm using for my work planner setup. So the first page just is the weekly, monthly planner. Not a whole lot of exciting there. The second page has the 3-year reference, so it has last year, this year, and the following year, and then the personal profile page, which I don't usually fill that out. I don't know, maybe I will, but I don't usually. And I'm using some of my homemade little clips in here. So I made some to kind of match the colors. But and then you get into the monthly spread, and this I love having. The thing I like about this particular calendar is I like how large it is, and I like that the boxes are lined. I love to have lines on my planner, and I don't like to have to stamp them in. As you can see, I used a couple of little stickers that I had here, but basically, and I do color code things. So for my different classes that I teach and different things, I have it color coded. For anything else, meetings, that kind of thing, I use pencil. So I'm like a mechanical pencil that is a size 5 lead, and that's what I use. So anyway, so this is what my monthly spread looks like, and I do transfer all of my meetings and stuff into onto this calendar because I like to see everything at a glance. I also will put some personal things in here, not a ton, but like if we have company coming, I'll go ahead and write in, you know, like my mom is coming, and I'll write that in as well, just so I know when I am making appointments and stuff that I'm gonna, you know, have extra stuff to do at home. So I do some personal things in here, but not a ton, just only if I have to base work decisions on stuff I have going on at home. So this is the monthly spread. And then what I love about, and this was last week, so I'm going to go ahead and flip over to this current week. And what I love about this this calendar, number one, is it's lined again, and it is kind of by the times. Now, I use the times sort of loosely. As you can see here, I put my work hours in at the top of each page because my work hours vary. And then I will go ahead and block out the time that I have, you know, commitment. Like my class is here. I have a childbirth preparation class starting tonight. Here I have a tour. I have a meeting. You know, I have some other classes and commitments here. So I go ahead and write those in and block them off. But then what I do is I use the unused lines. Like for instance, I'm not going in today till around noon, so I will use this section as my to-do list for the day. So I have a little stamp that and sometimes I stamp it, sometimes I just write it in, and then I write in everything I need to do for the day because I love to cross things off. And so that's how I use the daily calendar, and I do transfer everything from the monthly onto the days that week. So that's what I do. My first 10 minutes of work really is synchronizing my calendars. I also synchronize this with my Outlook calendar. I share that with my boss so she knows what I'm up to, because I'm really independent in what I do. And so I will make sure that everything is synchronized, and then I will get on with my day. Instead of using Saturday and Sunday, I have used my label maker, and I have my project goals for the week here, and then any notes that I might want to take or ideas that I have, I will put down here. I don't do a ton of decoration in this. First of all, it's kind of busy anyway, but also I was finding that my calendars were getting a lot of attention at meetings. Like people are like, oh, I can't believe you put stickers and stamp and all that stuff. And, you know, I'd get some positive feedback about it, but I'd also get some negative feedback about, you know, those things like, I don't know how you have the time to do that kind of stuff. And I didn't like garnering that kind of attention in the professional space. So I don't do a ton of decorating. I sometimes will do a little bit of stamping. And I do use my, I write everything in pencil here, and I think I told you what pencil that I like. Then flipping to the back of the planner, and I usually plan out about 3 months at a time. I don't go too far out with that, about, like I said, about 3 months at a time. But then what I have done back here, this is the actual area for contacts. It's what it said under these labels here, and I don't really write my contacts in here. I use my Outlook contacts in my computer calendar, so I don't use that. So I use these divided pages for my project planning. So basically I've just labeled each column with all the major projects that I have throughout the year, and then as I think of things that need to happen, I will write them down, and then as I get them done, I will cross them off, and so on and so forth. So this will help me with that. I even actually have some room to grow here. So using that for my project planning and getting things done on my major projects throughout the year. And then there's a bunch of note pages, about 6 lined note pages in here that I may use also if my project planning bleeds over. I don't know exactly what I'll use these for. I might also use these for note-taking at meetings and that kind of thing. And then I also haven't really done anything much with the event calendar. I may end up having some trainings and different things I need to go through throughout the year, so I may go ahead and use it for that. Haven't decided yet. And then the other thing I love about this calendar is the holiday list. I like to refer to this actually quite a bit for planning the future. So anyway, so that is my work calendar. I will probably add some other paper clips to it kind of as it goes on, because as I use the weekly pages, I will clip those into a calendar, but I still like to be able to get to my monthly. So I usually have 2 or 3 paper clips going, but otherwise that's my really, really simple work planner for the year. I'm going to do a personal planner as well. And I think I'm going to use a traveler's notebook, but I haven't decided which size I'm going to use. I have a traditional size, and then I just ordered a passport size because I'd like to go a little smaller. I'd like it to be something that'll be a little bit easier to throw in my purse. But I haven't received that one. It's supposed to come today or tomorrow, and so I'm going to take a look at them both, and then I'm going to set up some personal things, household, personal goals, and probably some video/crafty goals. I'll have thinking a notebook for each one, but as that develops, I will show you that as well. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a great new year, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.